This is going to be exciting. I really didn't plan. I should sit up straight, but it's the end of the day. I noticed that if you put it on whatever the thing is that turns it around, then whatever's written is reversed, so that you don't have to get in a mirror in case you want to read what's behind me. I mean, it's okay if you don't. I just started with Heroic. They started a new program called Elite. Brian Johnson, the founder, used to be CEO. Now the head coach is now the CEO. And he's doing his thing, condensing books, getting more wisdom in less time. And he is leading the Elite program. I believe there's about 1,200 people around the globe in the Elite program. It's a fairly arduous thing. If you have looked at any of the other Heroic videos, I did a 51-day challenge. I thought, wow, glad that's over. But this is 101 days, and that was like pre-K compared to what we're doing now. So in our wisdom and knowledge and different training that we have, whether you do Heroic Coach, whether you just do the Mastery program, or if you just gotten the app so that you can get the, he's read over 700 books and condensed it to a 6-page PDF with 10 big ideas. It doesn't matter if it's a booklet of 50, 60 pages, or if it's like War and Peace, thousands of pages. That's his constraints and the boundaries he keeps himself in. 10 big ideas, 6-page PDF. He also does a video clip. It might take anywhere from 18 to, I think the longest one I've noticed is like maybe 24 minutes long. Very, very, very beneficial. And he's got maybe 15 different areas that he talks about: parenting, nutrition, anxiety, psychology, positive psychology, anti-fragility. Well, there's tons of them. Building confidence, you name it, he's got it covered, I'm sure. Again, there's 700 different books. What I've done, I've listened to all of them. And again, I've been with him probably 15, 16, 17 years. When he was with another company, started and sold it, and that didn't work out well. So he's a work in progress, and he's extremely stellar in my books. The mission of Heroic is to have 51% or more of the entire world flourishing by the year 2051. I can't find anything wrong with that. I'm all in. For that to happen, all of us that are, I'd say there's probably 10,000 coaches. I was in coach class 2. And I think they're up to coach class 27. But back to Elite. I'm tired, sorry. Did not get good sleep last night. I'm not sure. So a lot of things I have changed for this program, and it's kicking my butt. Changed my eating. I knew all this stuff. You move more, do this, do that, eat this, don't drink this, don't eat that. Well, I kind of played with all of that. So now, drinking 2 things: water, and if I want to give myself a treat, this is my favorite drink in the whole world: Arkansas Mountain Valley water. When I lived in Arkansas, I had rented a house when I first moved there to teach school Dardanelle. Go Dardanelle, sand lizards. I moved into a rental house and it was fairly old, maybe, and then maybe it'd been vacant for a minute. And the water was pink. So I thought, you know what? I'd rather get my iron with spinach or broccoli or something. So I just looked at water that was deliverable and all that stuff. Bought the little dispenser, had the hot and cold thing. Fell in love with this water. So it's higher in magnesium than a lot of water. It comes from a spring. This is not filtered. It's perfectly balanced in pH. And magnesium is 7.2 to 3, whatever that means. But I have had people quiz me and bring 2 or 3 different kinds of water, and I can tell you which one this one is. So that's how much I like it. So I'm drinking water and black coffee or bulletproof coffee. I quit drinking the bulletproof coffee. It's David Asprey's concoction with ghee and MCT oil, which is refined coconut oil. The purpose of it is to get good fats in you quickly, and it also satiates your hunger. So often people will start with it early in the morning. I do a French press with my organic coffee beans that I grind here, and then I'll drink most of it, and then my last cup, because it's got to stay hot. I keep my house fairly cool. For you to put the ghee and the oil in it, and you want to drink it, you can't put it in the microwave to warm it up after you've done that to it. So I do that, and it's giving me a little bit of a headache and a little bit of a stomach ache. So, but that's all I'm drinking: water, bulletproof coffee, and I've only eaten once or twice a day the last week. No sugar, no refined, no highly processed foods, no sugar, no vegetable oils. A lot of people don't know that those are extremely bad for you. We should be cooking and eating either olive oil, and organic always if you can, but olive oil, and then I forget what the other one is. I think algae oil is okay, but it's the processing, issue with some of these things. Avocado oil, sorry, that's another one. It's got a higher flash point, I think, than olive oil too. I'm not a big cook kind of guy, so this has been a big adventure. The other really important thing is we're supposed to get, almost as a woman, it's more for a man, you're supposed to get like 1 ounce of protein for every pound of your ideal weight, not whatever you weigh. If you weigh too little or way too much, then you got to slide your scale. But your ideal weight is, I think the standard American diet's got you at about 1/3 of the protein that you need. So that's the other big change. I'm eating like 3 eggs and cheese for one meal, and then 3 or 4 chicken thighs and on top of a salad with beets and more eggs. I don't know. But it's a big change. So we're going to see how this is going to go. It's 101 days. It's called Heroic Elite. You can probably find, they had ads on Instagram and Trashbook, LinkedIn for more information. So let's see how Stephanie does with these 101 days. We are on day, let me find my piece of paper. We are on day 4 of 110. It is my absolute commitment to myself to see this through, to see what kind of changes. One of the things that, and I believe, nope, I'm not going to be able to remember, excuse me, who it was. Somebody in the fitness world said, you think you're at an 8, but you're really at a 2. And it is hilarious. Brian was talking to one of the elite officers in one of the military branches, and he'd done a talk or something, and the guy's dropping him off at the hotel, and he's chatting with him before he gets out and goes in, and he says, yeah, you think you're at a 8, but you're really at a 2. And inside, this gentleman thought, those are fighting words. Of course, he didn't say it to Brian at the time. He later told him, but it got him thinking, and he says, you know what? That's probably right. My number one goal, I'm going to wrap this up. My number one goal is to reduce my height to weight ratio. It's extremely important for us to have a number one target, and everybody's can be different. Everybody has different whatevers. But if your waist to height ratio isn't 0.5 or less, then we're a walking time bomb. Period. Waist to height ratio is the greatest predictor of mortality. Visceral fat. It's not just if you have hangovers and love handles. People that are bodybuilders can have visceral fat. So look into it if you've got a chat GPT or any kind of AI thing, or, I would strongly encourage you to look at some of the heroic information. He's using very, very, very current best-selling books. Dr. Gabriel Lyons, who wrote Forever Strong. Dr. Georgia Eads, it's EDE. Stanford and Harvard trained psychiatrist, Change Your Diet, Change Your Mind. Dr. Peter Attia. And I think all of these books just came out within the last year, if not last few months. See what's new in the nutrition world, in the medical world. We're not getting enough protein. 6 eggs a day is not going to give you high cholesterol. Staying at the gym longer is not going to help you. You got to move sporadically during the day and often, if you can, every 20 minutes. I'm a big advocate of that. You need 8 hours of sleep. When you can get it, we can almost always get it. Give up something. Having a hard time sleeping, there's some sleeping tips. Turn off your blue lights. Wear blue blocker glasses. I turn off my grow lights and all of my house lights except for my blue blocking glasses, usually around 7. And then I try to have no blue lights whatsoever within 90 minutes to 2 hours before I go to bed. No electronic. Blue screen also is your phone. Don't sleep with your phone next to you. If you are on call or have somebody that you're worried about needing to get in touch with you, I mean, we've spent eons not having to be like instantly responsive to something. So consider giving your adrenals and your anxiety level a break. Meditate, sleep longer. There's all kinds of good stuff. Anyway, I appreciate you. Even if you skip to the end of it, whether you just turn it off right away, I just appreciate you stopping by. I love you. I appreciate you. And we are in day 4 of 101. They'll be shorter. I don't even know if I'm in this picture. So it will be funny. I will look at it. And you know what? I'm going to post it. I did brush my hair for this cameo appearance. See you guys tomorrow. Bye. And Ken, she turned it off. Ugh! Are we kidding? Oh, no. Well, how do you turn it off?